Hey guys, it's day 38 of the 100-Day Video Challenge. And today, a gorgeous friend of mine, Alison Braun, actually posted a something on Facebook, which got me thinking and has given me the topic for today to talk about. So in her post, she talks about some work she's done around going deeper into why she does the work she does and the purpose behind it. And I thought, what a really great exercise to do. And I think that's something that probably a lot of us can do, is if we look into, why do we do things, and like, why are we so passionate about things, and what does it mean to us, and looking into the why we do things, and then keep going deeper and deeper and take yourself to like the depths of the real reason why is so powerful. So I'm just going to share with you what came up for me, which I really found quite interesting going through that. But I think for you guys, if you really want to connect to, why you're doing something, it's really quite powerful to get to know yourself in a deeper capacity and to really embrace and connect to the reason why you do things. Because when you do that, what happens is you then reignite the passion that you have within you as to why you're doing things in the first place. And I thought that was actually a really cool thing to do. So asking myself, why do I believe what I believe, and why do I do what I do? And the thing that came up is initially, like, the first thing is that, I don't actually like seeing people stuck in, not being able to do whatever they want to do, or to not be able to be healthy, or to have, the things that they want. But more so from a place of being stuck. And as I connected and went deeper from that, it comes from the place that I was stuck. I have had lots and lots and lots of experiences in my life where I truly felt stuck and had no help, like nothing really helped me until I started doing this work. And that helped me to be unstuck. And I'm thinking, if I could unstick myself, why can't I then share with people how I did it? And then going deeper to that, it's like, well, why are we stuck? Like, why is it that we're stuck? And going deeper and deeper into that why actually brought up that we have so many shoulds, have tos, rules, all these different things that have kept us stuck. And the reason why those things are there is it's simply generational. Or it's like pretty much generations after generations after generations of life on this earth simply has just handed on beliefs from generation to generation. The reason why we're stuck is a lot of us are still living according to old generations' mentality of what's right or wrong, good or bad. And what I connected to at a deeper level is, in fact, we have a really, really strong, deep belief that we're actually not allowed to be happy, that we're actually not allowed to have fun, that we're not allowed to do what we like to do or what we love to do. And if you think back to, your upbringing, I mean, I'm not generalizing, but at the end of the day, I see this time and time again. It's, my parents said I should do this, so I then have to follow that. Or I was taught this at school, so I have to do that. Or in my job, I was taught this, so I have to do that. And there is actually quite a lot of resistance, especially growing up, on just having fun. Like, think about it. And even now I hear so many people say, why can't kids just be kids and have fun? There's this mentality of always needing to be achieving something. There's always this thing that we have to work hard. There's always this thing around like striving and achieving. And what that's done is it's taken us away from our capacity to just enjoy being here. And this is why, like, I looked deeper and deeper, and I was even surprised at what that told me, is that this is why we're so unhappy. We're so unhappy because we're striving for something all the time that we never get to, and then we're wondering why we're unhappy. Like, that then creates illnesses and sicknesses and depression and, again, stuckness. And it's like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we recreating these old traditional beliefs that don't actually suit us? And it's just subconsciously, you know, learnt, and it's stuck in there. And I just love that with the work that I do, that I can find out where we're out of alignment with ourselves and where we can actually give ourselves permission to just live the life that we want to live and to be happy. If you say to someone, Alison was talking about the concept of pleasure, and no one is like, there's a lot of traditions and beliefs out there that you're not allowed to experience pleasure. And if you really look at the way people live their lives, I'm not allowed to relax, I'm not allowed to have fun, I don't have time. Just like, we actually are creating this ourselves and then actually passing it on to our children. This is where it has to stop. It really has to stop. We have to stop this treadmill recreating pain and drama and trauma and illness and sickness and depression, and we have to stop it. And it starts with this. It starts with allowing ourselves to be happy. It starts with allowing ourselves to do what we want to do. There's no such thing as you have to do that job to earn that money. Like, this is what's keeping everyone stuck, is if you don't do this, then you're not going to have that. And they're just beliefs that we've learned. And how cool is that? That we can actually change that. And not only change it for ourselves, but change it for this next generation. And you know what? This is where I get teary, it's up to us. It's completely up to us. And this is why I'm so passionate in sharing this message, is that we don't have to live a life where we have to struggle. We don't have to live a life where we have to carry on these old beliefs, because these old beliefs are actually not working. Look at the world, how it is now. We can simply change our own beliefs and then be the example to others around us. And that's where we are going to live lives where we'll be able to experience happiness. We'll be able to experience joy. We can experience love and relaxation, and instead of waiting for, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks of the year where you go on a holiday. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. We really need to shift this paradigm around the shoulds and the shouldn'ts and the have tos, and let's just start teaching people to live. Because that's why we're here. We're just here to live and have a human experience. And there is no like boundary to that. There is no limits to how we want to do that. It's actually up to the individual. And even if we can nurture these little ones that are coming through and allow them to have their own voice and to allow them to really connect to what lights them up and what makes them happy, and let them do it. Like, why can't we do that? It's very simple. And that's the permission piece that I think is really missing. So anyway, that's what came up around connecting to this deeper why. And I can see that a lot of and I go back to illness because I love working with physical issues, illness and disease and depression and everything else. It actually, when we get down to the core reason as to why it's there, it's this. Like, we can change this in the world by starting with us and starting by being the example and allowing ourselves to live the life that we want to live, because there is no rule and there's no standard to say this is what you have to do, especially now. Especially now, we can make a difference. in not only our own lives, but our families' lives and the people around us. It's totally up to us. And this is where every single human being on the planet is allowed to live the life that they want to live. And we're going to stop all of this, I don't know, generational stuff that's going on, which just doesn't need to happen anymore. There won't be any wars. There won't be any fighting. There won't be, I'm not going to mention any other political stuff, but there won't be any of that once we really start to connecting this. And it's really simple, because if we just start with us and be the example of allowing ourselves to have fun and enjoy our life, then hopefully that ripple effect will then go out and affect others as well. So I hope that's helped you, and I'll see you tomorrow.